So guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. If today is your first time coming across my video, then you're watching Anaba 4 on Anaba 4 Facebook page. If you're on YouTube, it's Anaba 4 TV, and TikTok is Anaba 4. Today I have a gentleman with me. As you all know, this page is about anything that has to do with Canada, school application process, visa application process, and any information that you need to gather before you make a step to put in your application. Today we are very fortunate to have a gentleman here with me who did everything by himself: school application, visa application, and now he is in Canada as an international student. Today he's willing to share his experience with us. So without wasting much of your time, let me go straight to him and ask him few questions that you are interested to know. Bro, first of all, thank you very much for honoring my invitation to share your experience with my viewers. Thank you so much. My name is Nanaba for you.
My name is James Etonam.
James Etonam, fantastic. James, can you tell us about yourself, something little about yourself?
Okay, I grew up in Ghana and then I moved to the States to study because my mom was a student there.
Okay.
And then after studying in a while in the States, I decided to move to Canada and now here I am.
Okay, you were born and grew in Ghana.
Yes,
And
Cape Coast, Ghana.
Cape Coast, Ghana. And from there you moved to the States to join your family over there.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, in 2017, I came for a UN program. I
Okay.
was in high school and then I fell in love with the country.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I decided to come again.
Oh, I
I
see.
came again the next year.
Fantastic. So you moved all the way from US to Canada to further your studies.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, can you tell us about your educational background in Ghana? Because I've learned you stayed in Ghana for a while. And
Yes. I went to kindergarten, primary school, junior high school in Ghana, and then I also went to high school in Ghana. Actually, most of it. I went to St. Augustine's College for the first 2 years, and then I moved to the US and I did my last year of high school in Brooklyn, South Dakota.
oh, Dakota. Okay. Why Canada? Faced with almost the same opportunities. But why did you decide to come to Canada?
Well, despite a lot of countries having the same opportunities, Canada has the best opportunity. That's what I
Despite,
say. Yes, I
repeat
think
that again.
despite a lot of countries having these opportunities, Canada has the best opportunities
Canada has the
when
best
it comes to
opportunities.
education.
Fantastic.
And so I was like, US, Canada, let's see how different they are, how good or better which is. So decided to come to Canada and see how the Canada education system is.
Okay, fantastic. So you did the school application by yourself?
Well, I was in school and my mom researched most of the schools for me, but I did most of the applications myself.
Okay.
And
okay.
I applied to a lot of schools,
Good.
different courses, different provinces,
Okay.
and I got just because it was, how should I say, it fit my goals more.
Exactly. So what are you studying here in Canada?
Well, in Canada, I'm studying accounting and payroll administration.
Accounting and payroll administration. Why that particular course?
Well, I want to become a healthcare administrator in the future. I want to build nursing homes in Ghana.
Oh,
And so I need to know healthcare, I need to know administration. And I did nursing in US. I have a practical nursing diploma. I have a certified nursing assistant certificate. And I plan to continue my education in the nursing field. But I also want education in the administration business field. And so I decided to come to Canada, come and study about business administration a bit, and then see where I go from there.
okay. So you're doing a diploma course, certificate
Yes.
course, or
It's a
degree?
diploma course.
Okay, which school?
Mackenzie College. in
Mackenzie
Moncton.
College in Moncton.
Yes, New
Okay.
Brunswick.
Okay, so for one to be able to get admission to Mackenzie College in Moncton, what are some of the documents that one may need?
Well, you need your high school transcript or any educational transcript.
Your high school transcript?
Yes, and then
Your certificate?
any educational
Do they
certificate.
ask about your passport data page?
They don't, but it is something required because you need that to get a visa.
Yeah, not the visa aspect, but as in getting to the school, like getting admission before you get admission before
Yes,
you proceed to the visa application process.
Yes, they must know that you'll be able to come.
How do you see the country?
Well,
But before we even go there, let's talk about your visa application process. What are some of the documents that you used in your visa application process, and how long did it take you to get your response from the IRCC after everything?
okay, so The Canada visa process is a bit different because I don't know if it's because of the COVID, but most of everything is online.
Okay,
You
yeah,
upload
sure,
all your
sure.
documents online, everything, your SOP, your transcript, your bank statements, everything is online. And so I did the application, I opened an account on the IRCC portal, and then I asked for the document. There's some forms I needed to fill, some
Okay,
documents I needed to upload.
yeah,
So I did all that, my high school transcript, everything. And to be sure, you have to put in the correct information
yeah,
because they'll research and they'll know if your bank statement is not up to date, the amount is not up to date, the document you submitted have different informations, you will not get it.
you know, get
So
it.
you have to make sure that what you are saying is true and like is verifiable because they'll research.
Okay.
And uh about the SOP, the statement of purpose, you
Yeah.
talk about yourself, what you do, why you want to come and study, what course you want to study, why you take that particular course.
Very good.
And I did nursing in the US.
Very good.
And then I wanted to do the accounting for the healthcare administration. So I told the IRCC officer in my statement of purpose that this is what I wanted to do. I want to open a few nursing homes back in my country, and I need experience and education to do that. And so I want to come to Canada to come and study. I have family back in Ghana, I have family in the US, and so I know that once I'm done with school, I'll be going back there because that is where I plan to build my nursing homes.
Fantastic.
And so I wrote my SOP, explained everything, submitted all the documents on time.
Good.
And I got my visa early. It wasn't that long. I submitted my passport, came back. I was in school when it came, and then I went back home and then came.
He has the nursing experience, and then he needed to come and do
Accounting,
yeah,
administration,
and administration to be able to go back to Ghana and use the knowledge that he is coming to acquire here in Moncton or Canada. This is what I have been telling you guys, that to be able to convince the officer, at least they need to know that the program that you are coming to study in Canada, it has some connection with what you learned back home or you plan to do in future. You understand?
Because let's say you studied business and then you take a totally different course in Canada, which has nothing to do with the business or what you plan to do in the future.
It's going to have effect.
What will you say in the SOP? Like, what connection will you make? The officer will be like, really? So I think the course you take is very important.
Good.
To connect to what you have already studied, or if you have not studied anything, maybe you are fresh from high school, maybe to be understandable. But even for that, your future goals must be aligned to the course you take, or else the IRCC officer will not understand why.
Okay, so in your visa application process, did you do upfront medicals or you waited for them to send you medical request?
Well, I didn't do medicals, but I plan to do them later for other reasons.
Oh, you came in as a student, you didn't do medicals. Why? No. Is it because you were coming from the state? Because I know those of us who came from Africa, we did
medicals.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, it's maybe because I'm from the States, because before I came here, I took COVID vaccinations.
Okay.
Well, I had one of it. I had my immunization records from Ghana.
Okay.
I kept them. So I submitted them, and they were like, I don't need them at the moment. So I didn't submit them when I was applying for the visa.
Okay. But since you said you did the application by yourself, let me ask this question because I am familiar with the new portal as well as the IRCC old portal.
Okay.
In the application process, there is a portion that is going to ask you whether you have done medicals for the past 5 years, or if not, that is when they are going to ask you. My main concern is I don't get it. Why you didn't do medical? Do you have any idea why you didn't do medicals? Or did you see anything like what I'm saying?
Well, I saw medicals, but...
Okay. And what answer did you provide?
Well, I haven't applied to Canada before. That was my first time. That was in 2023.
Yeah.
They asked, I was like, no, I haven't applied for medicals before. But I think maybe it's part of the course I chose.
Okay.
If I had chosen a course like personal support worker, something to do with healthcare or food industry.
So, which airport did you land in Canada? The port of entry.
I don't really know the name of the airport, but I was in Montreal.
Montreal. Okay, okay,
Yes.
Montreal Airport. So when you got there, what were some of the questions that they asked you?
Well, when I got there, I was directed to an office, and I was new. I was alone. I didn't know anybody, so I was like, they asked me to print something from a computer stand.
Self-declaration.
Yeah, and so I printed it. Went to the office, presented my document, and the man told me to sit, typed a few things in his computer,
Okay.
gave me my document, and he said I can leave. And then I boarded my second
Welcome you to
second
Canada.
plane. Yes.
Okay. So okay. Did you
From Montreal,
from Montreal
to
to
Moncton.
Moncton?
Yes.
Was it a connecting flight or you got there before getting
Well,
the flight?
it was a connecting
Connecting
flight, but there was time in between because I'm an international student.
Okay.
And then I got out. Before I came, I had spoken to students here. There's a program called Moncton Cares
Moncton
that
Cares,
helps newcomers in Moncton.
Sure.
And so I had spoken to them for someone to come and pick me up. And so I was at the airport for a while, and then they came. They came to pick me up, and they welcomed me. They was like, "Welcome to Moncton." I was like, "Thank you." And during the ride, I think I saw Moncton almost the same as US.
Okay.
Just maybe the difference in the buildings, but everything is almost the
Almost
same.
the same.
McDonald's, like Walmart, everything.
Yeah. Sobe.
Yeah, no, service is not in
In the
US.
States.
I've not heard of service in
Sobe
US.
before. I
Maybe
see.
Dollarama, Dollar Tree, but
Okay, not Sobe.
yeah, but it's like it's normal. It's
Yeah,
almost the same.
Sure. Okay, so now you are in Moncton. How do you see the place? How is Canada? Is Canada the Canada that you have heard about? Are your
Well-
expectations met as international students in Canada?
Well, I'll have to travel around the whole of Canada before I can answer that question. But Moncton is Moncton.
Yes.
It's cold. I'll say that it's
It's
cold.
cold as compared to
Well,
the state.
I'm waiting to know that
Well, now you can say
because
something.
I lived in South Dakota and Iowa and maybe North Carolina, and those places are cold, really cold.
Extremely cold.
Well, South Dakota is extremely cold. Iowa is extremely cold. So I'll say I'm used to the cold, but my mom says I shouldn't say I'm used to the cold.
No, you can't be used to the cold.
But I'm used to the
You're
cold.
still really. Well, I've seen your hands in your pocket.
My phones.
That's fantastic. So
And
guys,
so Moncton is Moncton.
yeah,
There's a lot of people, French and English.
bilingual.
Yes, bilingual. I didn't know that. I thought it was only Montreal that spoke French, but my eyes have opened. Because most of the places I go, they speak French, they speak English.
Okay.
And I only speak English. I didn't study French while in
Yeah,
school.
me too.
So they
Most of the
speak
time
French
they ask
and
you speak English or French or say English.
I'll say English.
Yeah.
And when you're applying for anything, they ask what language do you prefer,
Yes.
English or French? And I always choose English because in school when they were teaching French, I was sleeping or drawing.
So, bro, thank you. Before I leave you to go, your final words to my viewers, people back home, people in Africa, people in Ghana. A lot of people think before one can be able to do his or her study permit application, school admission process, we must consult some people, agent, and you see that mindset that I can't do. I have to go to somebody
Well,
or
it's
the
a-
person to assist me.
It's a wrong mindset.
Good.
Like it's really wrong, especially if you have to go and pay money and you know nothing about it. Because for one thing, you can get your visa, you get to the airport, the RCC officer stops you and asks you about what you wrote in the SOP.
Yeah.
But then you didn't write your SOP, you paid someone to write the
Do it
SOP
for
for
you.
you. Then you go and say something totally different.
Different from what they have on the
Imagine
system.
you've taken a plane from Ghana. Maybe you went to another country before you came to Canada. You reach the airport and 2 hours later they tell you that you have to go back to Canada because you didn't write, you don't know anything about
what
your
went into
visa
your
application.
Yeah.
How will you feel?
So bad.
If it was me, maybe I'll not even be able to go back because you've told all your friends or those who know that, Charlie, I'm going to Canada.
Yeah.
You go. Then 4 hours later,
They
you're in
ask
a
you to
cry.
go back.
You're in a cry. What will you tell your friends?
All because
That you didn't.
study your
So just Even if you ask someone, don't pay them. Just let a person explain, help you, but don't let the person do it for you.
Yes,
Because you must know
yeah.
how to do it yourself. They'll ask you questions. Maybe you don't know how to speak English, so you let someone help you, but you must know the content
of the application,
of what went into the application.
Yes.
Everything, like everything, because they can ask.
Yeah, I can ask you.
They'll look at you, and I was fortunate because I don't know if I was coming from the States or because of, I don't know why, but they didn't ask me a lot of questions. I did my SOP myself, I did the application myself, so I know everything that went in.
Sure.
And normal, everything was normal.
Fantastic.
So everything was smooth, that's what I'll say.
Okay, so guys, as you have heard our dear brother, he said that you can let somebody assist you. Some way, somehow, you may get stuck somewhere that you need some people to, share their opinion. But don't rely on people entirely. Don't go and pay people. Don't sell your properties in the name of getting study permit to come and further your studies in Canada. You could use that money to pay your tuition when you get to Canada.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So we are bringing our interview to an end. It's extremely cold here, as you can see. My dressing alone all. I'm not wasting much of your time, and I do appreciate my dear brother for joining us to share his experience with us. Stay tuned, and going forward, I might go to him and then ask him more details about his stay in Canada, precisely in Moncton, bro. Thank you for joining me. I and my team do appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much.
Well, I'll have to say that one of the reasons why I'm in Moncton is because of Nana Bafo. Because I was watching his videos while I was in the US, and he came from a different province to this place.
Yes.
And I was like, hey, let's say I go to a province and I don't meet any Ghanaian. What am I going to do?
What am I going to do?
And Nana was here. And Nana is Nana. He's
Nana
cool.
is Nana. Yeah, I like that.
I spoke to him before coming here.
Yeah.
So I was able to contact him. And it's a good thing that I was able to contact him. That was one of the main reasons why I came here, because I applied for a lot of schools in different provinces, different courses. But this course was the one that was most attached to my future goals.
Exactly.
And I was someone who will be able to help me, so I decided to come here.
Bro, the weather is not easy. Thank you so much. Guys, see you next time. Make sure you follow this page, like, share, leave any comment that you think is bothering you concerning this particular video. If you're watching me on YouTube, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any of my videos, because I know this channel is the channel that is going to transform you, the channel that is going to impact you as far as traveling to Canada is concerned. Thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate you. Hope to see you